Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Tulane's offense will be the first up today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Again, makes it second and medium. Quarterback keeps the football. As the first down is still going. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. One team ready to boot it away. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The Bobcats offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, what a move. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Texas State.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. The last drive they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Nobody can bring him down. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with it. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The short completion of the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The pocket breaking down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
He makes the grab. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down here for this offense. The back's got it. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's McLeod. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
He hands it to the back and stopped right there at the line of scrimmage, and that'll end the first quarter. Well, Kirk, Texas State has the lead here. We reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Tulane. Just ran away from the defense. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of it?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Texas State offense back on the field now. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a run. Running back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle made after the completion. Crucial third down play after that completion. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. They bring the punter onto the field now. Bringing it back, it's Williams. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the...
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's McLeod. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker is not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Here, we got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. A pass not enough for the first down. Punting unit is on the field. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got up to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Try to add the lead down to the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
To the air, it's McLeod. It's an out route, the catch made. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Got a lane, can he get in? He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line. Here we go, 4th and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kicking team out for the PAT drive. PAT is good. They still trail by 4, 21-17. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. So early contact with the defense, it'll push the ball up 5 yards. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point try coming now. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Texas State offense back on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And the completion made. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Looking for the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback.
Looking to throw it deep. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Looking to pass. It's McLeod. He's going to take another shot right here. Deep shot caught out of the 15. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. That's a design quarterback keeper. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the senior quarterback, lucky he didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
No, kick it away here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Jukes to get free. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Sticking with the running game. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
PAT is good, so it's an 11-point lead, 35-24. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of, here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. There's a flag down. If it's on the defense, wouldn't be enough. First time going. You figure they'll take the 3 points. That's a costly penalty for the special teams. The offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Dropping back, it's McLeod. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can...
Here's the throw deep downfield. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And it's Tulane on top right now, Kurt. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. On third down, it's a handoff. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the...
Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How do you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down...
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
The PAT doesn't do much good, so they'll set up for the two-point conversion, trying to cut the lead to a field goal here in the late going. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't able to keep these guys out of the end zone for that touchdown, but a good job of bouncing back with a short memory and making that stop and keeping that two-point conversion out.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The game makes it second and medium. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Texas State offense back on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. To the air, it's McLeod. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Now it's second down here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
And he's going to launch it deep again. Deep shot caught out of the 20. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To start the drive, the quick throw to the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense operating from the pistol. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback just kneels down. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.